Captain's log, Earth date 063024. This is Captain Stan for the Starship Monroe. Wherever we go, haven, hope, honor. What's happening is I am eating I've just made the biggest bowl, I don't know if you can see that, spaghetti. It's spaghetti Alfredo, 4 cheese Alfredo. I put a few extra dashes of Parmesan in it, along with a bunch of other spices, but that's ground beef, spaghetti, and 4 cheese Alfredo. I'm gonna smash that while I'm watching the movie. I know it's a lot of carbs. It's a ton of fucking. It's a big bowl, and it should be fed up between 4 people or something like that. I don't know, but I'm a big guy. I can handle it. I've also got a nice sesame seed bagel here with a schmear on it. Anyway, platform 9 3/4 is freshly clean. Everything's fine. Chucky's happy. Marilyn's happy. I'm happy, sort of. We'll talk about that in a second. Mission progress. I want to hop on pedals tonight. Maybe it'll have to be after, like maybe a half hour after I eat this. So I'll let the movie play for a little while and finish about 20 minutes of it on the bike, and then come back to the platform and continue the movie here. But yeah, I don't know. I had to fix it. I had to switch the seat yesterday, and that took up all the time. And I was sweating, and the garage was opening amidst the heat. It was daytime. Perhaps I should either do it in the morning or the evening. We'll see how. We'll test and we'll see what works. But yeah. Mission 2. What are we watching tonight? Films. A film for every day of the month. I'm doing it for the whole year at least. Like, this is one of the funnest things that I do. And something I can look forward to each fucking day. And I'm happy about that. 0630. Pretty sure it's not Mary Poppins. That actually didn't happen that week. That sucked. I would have loved to have seen Mary Poppins. Okay, so today is the day the Earth stood still. One of those Keanu Reeves movies that I've never seen before. So this will be a treat. I can't wait to see what happens. Hopefully I can stomach it. It looks pretty doomsday-ish. It sounds pretty doomsday-ish, honestly, in the title. So we'll check that out. Don't know whether or not to be excited about it. Milestones. It's a big bowl of spaghetti. But besides that, I got to see both Caitlin Clark, right? I have to look it up now. Caitlin Clark, right? Love that girl. Not Caitlin Collins. I love her too. Caitlin Clark, yes, Caitlin Clark. I got to see her play BG today. Caitlin Clark and Brittney Griner are some of the names that are more part of my I would say they're leading me towards watching more WNBA. Those names in particular. I follow politics. I was aware of Brittney Griner's time in Russian prison. And the high stakes situation involved in getting her free, and I was one of the people chanting, free Brittney, get her out of there. I mean, by the way, fuck Putin. And as far as Caitlin Clark is concerned, I mean, a phenom. When I'm playing out on the court with my brother, sometimes I go far out, and I go Caitlin Clark, and I try and make it from out there. It doesn't happen all the time, I gotta admit, but I hustle out there more than I shoot, and I should definitely work on that. Anyway, it was a great thing to see today. I don't typically watch WNBA, but these names, I learned of Caitlin Clark through March Madness. I learned of Brittney Griner through politics. So, I mean, if that's where the stars are aligning, I mean, I'm happy to watch. I mean, it's like it's much more hardcore than like women's tennis, where you're just looking at pretty girls, right? That's me. That's me. But I also know the serious side of tennis too, which is Nadal, Federer, Serena Williams, Venus Williams. I love tennis too, not just for the pretty girls, but for the seriousness of the sport, for the spectator side. And in a women's sport, you have to make sure you're there for the serious side. You can't just go and attend the court just to watch pretty girls run around. You'd be sitting there confused and lost, and all you'd be doing is watching legs when, there are bigger things happening, like history, like competition, like making each other better. So I'd like to spend more time in the WNBA, whether it's pretty or not. Honestly, it's not about cuteness, though that's welcome, but definitely about the sport, and the athletes, and I got to see that today, so I'm happy. I got to see Caitlin Clark and BG fight it out, duke it out over the court. I mean, they really, it wasn't like fisticuffs, but it was a good game. I didn't see the actual ending because I was in the middle of something, and I kept trying to come back, and I catch the ending, but it took so long for the game to wrap up that I don't know who won just yet. Let me check. It was hard for BG's team to come through, for the Phoenix to come through. Let me check. Take me to the men's first. We gotta go past some shit, bro. Taking me back. Come on, give me the score. La 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 la. Yeah, okay, yeah. Looks like Clark's team won that one. In this round, you know what I'm saying? It's 88-82, Indiana. So I expected that. Looks like when I left, that was the score. That actually, when I stopped watching, I forget what I was doing. I think I was doing something in the kitchen. I think I was making like hot egg burritos, or hot egg soft tacos, whatever. By the way, that recipe is red hot scrambled eggs and a fucking tortilla. It's very simple. Anyway, I think it's delicious. It's a simple meal. Becoming more excited about cooking while just before heading into basic cooking skills. I think is the first class in the certificates regimen at MSU, and I'm happy and I'm excited. I'm very excited about that. External challenges. I tried to go take a speaker back to Target, and they wanted the box. I had already thrown the box away, so I had to walk away without, that extra $80. But I was trying to get some more food on the table while HOH is gone, and your boy was struggling. So I honestly, it's this big a bowl because I haven't eaten much in the last couple of days, and I found this, and I was like, let's do this. So you gotta make do. My favorite motto is take the shot you got, and it's a quote from playing billiards, pool, a lot. Sometimes you don't have the shot you want. Sometimes your opponent messes with the balls, and you're stuck, and you have to make a decision because the game's got to end. And in some cases, there's a clock, like online. So you got to take the shot you got, and that means do your best with what you have. And this is getting cold while I speak, so I'm going to try and wrap this up. So challenges. Today's Inner Demon. I miss my family because they're gone from the house. So I'm the only one here, and it feels a bit cavernous. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big house. I would never buy a house and then just live there alone. I would buy a house for a purpose, and that's for to have a family there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think homes with, how many bedrooms is this? It's enough bedrooms for there to be someone else here besides just me. And I'm not a, I don't want to talk about romance or anything like that. Like, I'm not the kind of guy who would throw a party in the HOH's absence. I would want her at the party, you know what I mean? So, I just miss them. I miss my nephew. I miss my sister, and I miss my older brother. My sister and my nephew are in one place together, but my brother is off doing his own thing. You never know when he'll be back around. So we'll see what happens. But I had to play a whole album. I played Death Cab for Cutie's Codes and Keys on blast in the house. It was awesome. One of my favorite albums. Trust me. That drummer is underrated for Death Cab for Cutie. I don't give a fuck what you say. And I like Lars Ulrich. I like fucking. I like the drummer for Avenged Sevenfold before he died. I like, yeah, that guy. I forgot his name, but I like the Linkin Park drummer Rob Burton before they stopped playing music. My favorite band is Linkin Park. I must say, I can't listen to every song, but out of every album they put out, there's always at least 10 tracks that I love, and I mean love. It's been that way since I discovered them with the In the End video on like fucking, what was that internet website? Fucking Yahoo Music. Yahoo Music is where where I discovered Linkin Park. And I've been just, because it was beautiful to see rock and hip hop in the same band, and it was done well. Until I realized Mike Shinoda wasn't really rapping that well. And that was when I started listening to rap. I started accepting rap, because most of the time rap will insult you. It will insult a guy, and it's very disheartening. You know, as a kid, trying to get over that. I wasn't the strongest kid. I was more of a sensitive, soft, loving, mama's boy kind of kid. And it was not like I was reading in my room instead of hanging out with people because I thought they were stupid. And that was the projects, and I was like, fuck this, I'm reading. Like I didn't want to talk to them. I didn't want to hang out with them. I didn't think they were cool. Most of them stole from me, you know, while I was selling candy. So I guess I'm a geek, and I'm okay with that because I'm a lot better these days than I was back then. Now I can play the guitar a little bit. Now I can sing greatly. Now I can cook like it's nothing. Gordon Ramsay, if you got an apron for me, I'd like to be you. Anyway, let's see. What? Back to the log before this food gets too cold. Future healthy coping mechanisms: make food. Don't eat like sugary, heavy carbs. This is a once in a fucking day. I'm really obsessed about this right now, and I can't wait to eat it. I'm sorry that there's food hanging out here. I hope you have something to eat. If you don't, ice cream is awesome. I'm not really giving you healthy tips right now. Don't look to me for health tips. I'm not that guy. Unless it comes to exercise, then cardio. Fucking get your cardio up, all you. Anybody, everybody. I'm still getting my cardio up. How is the captain? Captain's hungry. Captain can't wait. Captain wants to figure out what the hell's going on with Keanu Reeves in this movie coming up. I have no idea what's going to be, if it's going to be good or bad. I'm not going to review it from my website. I don't really do that kind of thing anymore. What's next? Keanu Reeves. Spaghetti. Bagel. And on the other side, like a cigarette. Best event of the day. Best event of the day was finding I had the ingredients for this spaghetti. Let me stir this. I'm sorry. I have the fan on, and I know it's getting cold. I have to stir it. Otherwise, it'll all be cold by the time I get to it. Okay. Steve, I apologize. This has to happen at a certain time. It's the way I schedule my day. How's the captain? The captain's great. What's next is what's next. Best event of the day was finding the ingredients for the food. Today's favorite person / character. God. BG and Caitlyn. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna put them both, on the top right now. Shout out to Brittney Griner and Caitlin Clark. Girls kicking ass out there. It was great to see y'all play the game today. With that said, I love you, Johnny. Stanford out.